So then, I have finally finished watching the Attack on Titan final chapters in English dub. Yo, what's good? It's a boy Dude Reviews, and in case you haven't seen the final chapter special 1, then some light spoilers for this episode. You have been warned. Now, this won't be a full breakdown review of the episode. If you want my full breakdown review of the episode, then check out my original episode that I released back on March the 5th. Finally, after months and months of waiting, Funimation/Crunchyroll released the English dub for Attack on Titan The Final Chapter Special 1. And while I have already seen the Japanese version, and me being a manga reader, I know how it's all going to end, I truly do feel sorry for the English dub watchers that had to wait 6 long months for this episode to come out. I mean, waiting 6 months? Trying to avoid spoilers must have been a nightmare for you guys. But what do I think of the English dub? Well, I've only got one thing to say. It is bloody fantastic. Oh my gosh, I think this might be one of the best dubbed episodes of Attack on Titan in the final season, and possibly one of the best of all of Attack on Titan when it comes to the English voices. The acting was all on point. Let's talk about my favorite scenes done in the English dub. Let's talk about that Eren monologue to Ramsey. Oh my gosh, Bryce Papenbrook did a phenomenal job with the rumbling intro scenes. I especially love the way he does Kid Eren when he's flying in the sky.
We found it. Somewhere we can look out and see everything.
He makes Eren sound so free and so happy that he's finally achieved his freedom. I know that this scene was changed. It's now we're here, we're free instead of this is freedom.
これが自由だ. We're here. We're free.
It's interesting that they changed it to we, which I think is Eren telling us that he and his people on Paradise Island are finally free. I mean, the next scene is him turning around and talking to Armin, so in a way, it's almost like he's speaking for him and Armin in this moment. I think the main Crunchyroll dub producers wanted this scene to feel a bit more personal. I do feel like the Japanese version and the manga version both felt like it was a statement that Eren was making. This is freedom, instead of him telling the audience that he is free and his people are free. But I do know that there are some people that don't like the freedom scene in the dub, but I thought it was okay. I mean, I know the true translation for this, so it didn't bother me. And I don't think it will bother anime onlys that are watching this episode for the first time. I think it may bother the loyal manga readers. And speaking of Eren, the scene of him talking to his friends in the paths really sounded a lot spookier and more dynamic than the Japanese version. The English dub version of Attack on Titan loves to add this demon-like effect to Eren's voice as he's speaking in his Titan ever since season 1. I don't feel like the Japanese version does that.
The future of the island of Paradis will not be left to the whims of fate. I will keep moving forward.
I love how both Ramsey and Halil, the two boys, both have accents in this version.
We'll finally be able to afford a nice place for everyone.
We would all like that. But what if you get caught again? You're going to end up losing your left hand too.
Adding the accents just makes the world feel grand and larger in scale for some reason. It honestly makes the entire scene more sad because it makes it more relatable to our world. I think Mikasa talking to Eren in the past was possibly better in the dub version than in the Japanese. I love the cracks in Trina Nishimura's voice as she's talking to Eren. Oh my gosh, I felt for her in that scene.
Please, Eren, quit running. Let's go home.
It was so heartbreaking. She just wants her boy back, man. She wants her boy. Jessica Calvella did a phenomenal job giving her all to Hanji's final performance in Attack on Titan's anime.
I've been waiting so long for this. My time has come.
And even the rest of the cast, Armin, Reiner, Peak, they all sounded amazing in this episode. I will admit, Jesse James as Armin, when he was speaking to Annie the first time, his voice sounded a little bit deeper than I remembered. I guess I'm still used to Armin's voice in season 1 when it comes to the dub, as I do feel like the actor tried to deepen his voice for the time skip, but it still sounded amazing.
Yeah, they've had enough time to heal. Honestly, I'm amazed we got the chance to catch our breath. It's weird how at ease I feel.
But yeah, those are all the praises of the episode for the dub. In terms of the negative, I don't really have much negative to give the dub. It was pretty damn phenomenal, but I will admit that some of the background characters, the voices did sound a little bit meh sometimes. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't amazing or very memorable. Mainly the dudes who beat up Ramsey in the alleyway and some of the warriors' parents.
Pest control may not be too pleasant to look at, but it's something we have to do to hang on to our livelihoods.
It's not your problem, so just keep walking.
But that's just a small little nitpick. Overall, this was a phenomenal English dub for Attack on Titan, possibly one of my favorite English dubs for all of Attack on Titan. But tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of this episode. I think I'll give the English dub, I think I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. I'll give it an A. It was very well done and I really loved it. Did you like the episode? Did you hate it? Did you like the changes they made in the English dub when it came to some of the lines, particularly with Eren's freedom moment? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.